All right, folks, here we are, 2025. What in the Sam hell did we get on? I feel like the terms of service for this year. Oh no, I feel like they kind of did us wacky and weird. But yeah, we are here. It is the end of the year, and yeah. Welcome to everybody. I'm just waiting for people to mosey on in as I do the promotion thing because I set this to be live. Already. I can't believe it's already 5 p.m. I know it's usually 5 o'clock somewhere, but feels like this 5 p.m. just kind of snuck up on me. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know who. But yeah. We are here. What is that? Oh. Ooh. Tron Ares limited edition steelbook 4K Amazon sale. Okay then. I don't know about that. Hi Chaos, how are you? Sorry, I'm doing promotions separately. I don't have 17 screens and monitors and because I wouldn't be able to keep up with all of it. Now you're going to see me move this microphone and lean in so I can actually read because I'm... Yay! Not too bad. Not too bad is about as good as we got, right, Chaos? It's like, I just recorded, I don't know when it's going to be out, but I just recorded with a buddy of mine last night at 10 o'clock, Mike Seibert of the Mike Seibert radio program. MSRP. Yes, that's right. Mike Seibert radio program. It's MSRP. Oh God. I just recorded with him a flip of his thing. So he has this thing on his show where he invites certain people on to do the existential dread of your life, whatever your existential dread is. And oh, what? Fast. We need to upgrade your... Yeah, what? Yeah. Amen to what, Chaos? See, this is why I just need you over, like, in the chair and stuff. Anyway, yeah, upgrade my rig. Why are you telling me about upgrading the rig now? What did it do? Anyway, so anyway, because of me using, yes, the computer itself does need an upgrade. Absolutely, I agree with you, Chaos. Absolutely, it does. It needs a whole bunch of stuff. But as far as the overall setup and how I do things, I would like a new camera at some point. The microphone is fine. This is the fanciest thing I've had. It's a... what is this thing? It's a Blue Yeti. So it's a... I guess Logitech owns Blue Yeti now. I don't know who used to own Blue Yeti, but anyway. Hey, at least I have a pop filter. Pop filter! Pop, pop, pop. I feel like pop video, VH1 pop video over here with this thing sometimes. I just need to get it to where it's going to stay in the thing. Stay up. Look, I'm limp, Chaos. I'm limp. God, don't get me any biscuits, please. Please, no biscuits. No biscuits. Oh God, I'm dying over here. So anyway, as I'm doing these promotions, I'm going to try to watch the screen and watch my phone at the same time. If my phone would refresh, besides the fact of me seeing Jared Leto's face in Tron Ares, no thank you. Okay. So last night... Yeah, that's not... Okay, we're going to turn that down. Heaven forbid I get a copyright strike from having Facebook audio on a YouTube video. Yeah. I'm just going to leave the text that way. It's already live. I'm not changing the text. I don't care. I'm putting it on my Facebook. I'm trying to promote it as fast as I can. Crap. I'm not doing that because I'm not a Neanderthal. If I didn't have tissues, I would do that. Almost used my shirt. That was not going to be good. But since I have a new box of tissues right there, I'm like, all right, use those, you idiot. Anyway, what I was trying to say was my buddy Mike Seibert, the name of his show is the Mike Seibert Radio Program, MSRP. He did that on purpose. He does this thing every so often called the Existential Dreadcast, where we get to come on there, and whether it's him doing it for himself or him doing it for any of his friends or any of his guests or any of his whatever, and you get to talk about whatever your existential dread is, kind of thing. And I have had, for 2 years, I've had a plan to have him and another mic. So we have 3 mics. 3 mics with mics. Where we were going to, for its 20th anniversary back in 2023, we were going to review the 2003 Mark Wahlberg, Charlize Theron version of The Italian Job. And in that movie, there's a line where Donald Sutherland's character comes up to Mark Wahlberg's character. He goes, "Hi, Charlie, how are you?" And Charlie responds with, "Fine." And Donald Sutherland says, "Well, you know what FINE stands for, don't you? Freaked out, insecure, neurotic, and emotional." And I have had this image, which I can't show because I don't have the computer stuff to show stuff on the screen at the moment, because that's a whole lot of work, and it's New Year's Eve, and I feel like being lazy. But I have this other image that I found, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, where on the image it says, "How are you?" And in big letters it says FINE. But fine is spelled with words, and you start at the bottom of the F, the bottom left of the F, and you read up. And you start at the bottom of the I, you go through the N, and you go through the E. And it's like all of these various different words that end up being this whole sentence of all these emotions of what fine actually means, kind of thing. So I did that last night, December 30th, 2025, with my buddy Mike Seibert, and I don't think we spent an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. I don't remember. I don't know. Sometimes Mike does 4-hour podcasts. So at 17 years of podcasting, 4,000 episodes of podcasting, my 4-hour recording sessions are way in the past. But Mike, he usually does 4-hour long shows sometimes, but this was only like hour and a half, 2 hours. So I did that, but I wanted to come on tonight because I don't know, I feel like I feel like 2025 was both good and bad. There was no middle ground. Either there was something good happening or there was something bad happening. And it feels like 2025 for me was the ultimate take one step forward, take 2 steps back. But that's usually what it is. But for me, it was like take 1 step forward, take 22 steps back kind of thing. But I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and say, hey, and check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing at the end of the year, and just tell you what the reflections of 2025 for me have been. And honestly, up until 3 days ago, December 29th, 2025 dragged on. And then all of a sudden, wham! Holy crap, there's only 3 days left. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, crap, I can't do all of this work in only 4 days, 3 days. But what? like literally, I'm about to continue editing and whatever later after I finish this live stream. I've got to edit a second podcast that I'm putting out today. I already put out one earlier, 40th anniversary of The Breakfast Club, where Steve Megatron and I discussed the 1985 film The Breakfast Club directed by John Hughes. But I don't know, it just feels like 2025 was like January through April were like, okay, we're gonna, and usually you start a new year, it does kind of start off slow. January, February, March, April, they kind of go slow because normally you think about it, normally from Halloween to New Year's, you got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then New Year's. Now, New Year's, unless you're getting together with your family for something on New Year's Day or something or other, there's not really a lot to New Year's. Maybe the young kids, maybe the 20-something people in the world are going out partying on New Year's Eve. I can't do that. I haven't been able to do that in 20-something years. I'm too old for that shit. But you think about from Halloween to Christmas, that's 3 holidays where it's like, oh, here's all the candy for the kids. Get to Thanksgiving. Okay, we got to get all the family together, all the family that we can get together. I'm staying up until... Wait, what? Oh. You mean 12 a.m. Eastern? Yeah. Yes, Steve. No. If it was 10 p.m. Eastern and then 12 p.m. Eastern, man, you got really bad time displacement over there. That's the other thing. My time displacement this year was crazy. It's a whole other thing. Hello, Steve. Thank you for joining and watching and listening to my ramblings without actually being here, listening to my ramblings. You know, I almost I'm like, wait a minute. I'm talking to myself. I mean, I know I'm not talking to myself here. I'm talking to the audience, but I'm like, why am I wearing those? I don't need to wear those because there's nobody in my ears. Oh, boy. Yeah. Move this thing. 20 minutes down to... How did you do that? It was an hour and 20 minutes and you cut it down to 16? Man, those car wash commercials start out really long and then they end up really short. Oh, that's funny. Damn. That's awesome, though. That's the work ethic we have, though. Oh, boy. But yeah, like I said, just like I said earlier, company, what's he saying here? It's company slideshow images for the last year, plus synchronize some of the video and audio with AI some the last year. Oh, cool. Very cool, Steve. Awesome. Very cool, very cool. Oops, the microphone's trying to look. Mr. Microphone wants to take over the video. Like, can you talk? No, I can't talk. See, this is why I need the microphone over here on the left. I gotta figure that out in the new year. You're printing giant. Oh no. Not again. You already did that. You already printed the giant Megatron head. Yeah, I know. I know. I need another. He's talking about the live text chaos. I'm reading the text on the back end of the YouTube stuff. So that's how, because I am, even though I have the video pulled up and it's silent, I'm in YouTube Studio. So, yeah. Yeah, ain't that the well? Again, Steve, if I had if my desk was differently laid out, or if I had, interesting. I wonder how much weight can. What's the thickest piece of 3D printing material that you've used, Steve? I might need to send you the specifications for my mic arm. Because I'm thinking I might have to have you build me like a 3D printed shelf type. And I know I'm using a Kleenex box as an example, but like something for the mic arm that I can just set down next to me on the left. Because my desk, there's no real room to put, because it's one long piece to my left. I don't know. We can talk about that later. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out tomorrow, next year. That was the other. What? Hold on. Sorry, the videos. Okay. The question was. So I'm gonna have to send you the specifications to my mic arm. What's the thickest piece of 3D printed? Oh crap! I forgot to turn that off. Don't send me a foot. Why are you? Yes, Steve, your head. I got it. Turn these things off here. Put the phone in bedtime mode. I forgot to do that before I started the stream. So the mic arm that I have attaches to my Here, look. God, I can't even see this. See? I don't even know if you can see it. Oh crap, that's not working right. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, Steve. The point is, I'm thinking I need something built to where I can attach the mic arm over here on my left, because my desk, there's no room, there's no separate room on this side, because there is no divide. This piece here, this piece to the left is all one giant piece. Oh my God, that's a mess. So there's no comfortable way I can have the mic arm on my left at the moment. Something weighted to be able to. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Chaos. Yeah. Which is why I said I'm going to have to send him the specifications to the mic arm, which won't be hard. Wow, that mic is really invading the camera space. Holy crap. It's like Mr. Microphone wants to be the star of the show over here. Not that I'm a star at all. More like a black hole. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out in the new whatever. This looks silly. Does it look silly? I don't know. Oh god, that's too bright. How does that look on actual? Oh god, that looks like crap. Turn that off. Ah, that's even worse. Okay. Come on. Yeah, that's better. We'll figure it out. Now I just need to get this back to center where it was. Yeah, I think that camera you showed me, Chaos, I might be getting one and you might be getting one. Because I want a camera with a remote control. Dump sand? Oh, oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Maybe I'll put that on my birthday list for February. But then again, February is a long time coming. Oh. Or maybe it isn't. I don't know. Maybe it's a short time coming. Somebody's going to be coming somewhere. You never know. Yup. Absolutely, absolutely. But overall, I mean, regardless of I'll say that the biggest. I said earlier about the one step forward, two steps back thing. I'd say from August to now, the biggest two steps back, technically from May until now, because May is when it first started. But the ulnar nerve stuff in my arm and all that, because this is my left arm that I don't mean to, but this is my this is my good arm. This is this side, like the cerebral palsy side, folks. Like I can't really do anything with this. Like I had like look, there's no real like I'm actually using my left hand to be able to open and close that. There's no real. But when I had to have this done, like the carpal tunnel stuff is great. That's fine. That worked. That was fine. That I mean, unless I'm actively looking for it, I can't even really. The scar's practically healed up completely. I see two lines on my hand. But this thing is a little nuts. And it's weird because I have pain in my left arm now in places that I've never had pain before in that arm. It's so strange. So I would say that was my biggest setback in 2025 because for about 3.5 weeks I had my arm in a cast, so I technically couldn't hold a mouse, could barely hold a drink. Oh, don't even get me started. When I first got home, I couldn't lift anything. Where is there a can over here? No, there isn't. Take your standard soda can. Monster technically isn't a standard soda can, but take a full can of soda or a full can of Monster or a full whatever 12-ounce can and just hold it. Not because of the cold, not because of whatever, just the can that is filled with liquid. I could not hold it to just save my life. Like it was way too heavy for me. I had nothing. I couldn't do nothing whatsoever. So, yeah, it was crazy. And like again, I'm not unhappy that I had to have it done because these two fingers here, my ring finger and my pinky finger, were asleep all of the time before I had the carpal tunnel, or not before I had the ulnar nerve surgery done. So I'm kind of glad. Oh boy, the ladies out in the lobby out there, I can hear them. They're out there laughing. But I wasn't prepared for the side effects. The side effects I feel from it. Like it wasn't like a standard, oh, these are going to be the side effects from this surgery. It wasn't like if you take this pill, these are the side effects from taking this pill kind of thing. Oh, what you say there, Chaos? Yep. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's been a, and the crazy thing is when I just finished occupational therapy, because they said, my therapist Anna said that there wasn't anything else that she felt that I could do, because like I said, the carpal tunnel, like my hand is fine. Like she was worried about the range of motion. And I said, Anna, my range of motion is great. Like, yeah, in the beginning, in the first month and a half of this, or 2 months of this, back in August, September, and October, yeah, I couldn't do what I'm doing now. But the range of my arm and where I'm, like, like I couldn't reach my back. I couldn't reach back here to reach the shower curtain or to reach something like this. Now I can. I have been able to for the past month and a half or so. My range of motion is not the problem. The problem is the pain that's in my arm that doesn't seem to be going away, even though I'm on the pain meds that I'm on and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing with that and all this and all that and everything else. But there wasn't anything else that they could do, because I had already gone through every level of the, I don't know, 6 session, 8 session, whatever thing that they had me on for occupational therapy. There wasn't more that she could show me to do. And my hand is back to strengthened to the point of, there are certain things I can't do, but that's okay, because, like, okay, perfect example. For the 3.5 years that I've lived in this apartment complex, because my apartment complex is for disabled and the elderly, and I would say 89% of the building I live in is elderly women, most likely, most of the time. Easiest thing for me to do is, if packages are dropped off and they leave them out in the lobby there, in the mail room part, I would go out and I would get the packages and just take them to the apartments. Because if I can do it, why not? It's something nice I can do for my neighbors. Like, hey, this package was dropped off for you. Here you go. Because some of them can't probably lift it. But now that I've had the surgery, it's like, well, can't do that anymore. I can do some of it, like a thin Amazon package, fine. But like big boxes, my neighbor and I'm not trying to gossip here, folks, but my neighbor that lives right next door to me, she has the heaviest, I don't know if it's medical supplies or what it is, heaviest boxes coming from Walmart. And I'm like, what are you buying at Walmart? Are you buying a new grill every week here? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But 2025, what a year it's been. What a year. I got 42 episodes, a little bit more than that, but currently, because I haven't, 43, 44. 44 episodes of Studio 2009 are currently published. I'm working on editing the 45th episode, which will be episode 164, which will be a late edition version of the Holiday Diary. So I'm working on that. I'll work on that after I finish this live up tonight. So I'll be working on that. So there's that. And Chaos appears in that with me. And we go through this story thing. It's back in the day when people got chain emails and you get sent these various things and whatever. So I've had my mom, I think my mom sent it to me. She found it somewhere, or it got sent to her. And it's just this funny thing. And I've just loved it ever since, because it's just so Massachusetts. December 25th. Snowplow Harry. I swear, if he comes by again one more time, I'm gonna Yep. But overall, looking back on 2025, even though it was a stressful year, I think I can say in reflection, looking in the mirror of it all now, like since I'm outside of the events and since the events have passed, wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't like the end of the world. The one thing that did hit me a little harder this year was the fact that it had been 10 years since my mom passed, because my mom passed in 2015. But overall, do I wish I could have done more? Yeah. I did not do as much writing as I wanted to this year. A funny thing, I did more YouTube stuff than I did writing stuff this year. Because I'm doing the Tucker Snack Attack game uploads. I'm still going to be uploading those games. So you guys are going to be getting those uploads probably as soon as I finish this next podcast edit. I'll go back to my, actually, since I'm sitting here at the computer, I can upload what I have here. Or wait, no, do I don't know. Anyway, it's the whole thing. So yeah, that's overall I can probably say 2025 wasn't that bad for me. It's just more frustration than anything else, I guess. I'm more of the type of person that, oh my God, in the moment, like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. Oh my God, I'm never going to recover from this. Oh my God, especially not being able to use the only arm I can use in life. Like that first month, from August to September, I was going out of my mind. Just going out of my mind. Because you got to think about it. I'm not like a normal patient. You say something there, Chaos? Is that new or old? That's a rough. Yeah, you already said that. Yeah. She said it was a rough recovery earlier. Yeah, you want to talk about the recovery? Hydrate, people. The recovery for me was and still is difficult, but the initial after getting out of the surgery and getting home, there's pictures out there online, but I had to have my arm in a cast and a brace and had to have it all wrapped like a mummy and everything else and all that. Damn it. So when it was wrapped and everything else, and I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't literally do anything, which means, go to the bathroom, take a shower, do this, do that, do everyday normal things that because I don't have an arm, I don't have another arm that I can switch to, which is why I'm saying I'm not like every other normal patient that they had where I couldn't just let my arm be in this sling. Like I had to physically use it at the time for whatever it was that I needed. So I think that's what also made it difficult. If I didn't have the cerebral palsy and I could actually use my right arm, it probably would have gone a lot better. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do to change it. But that's one of the struggles. There have been a lot of great moments this year. We celebrated, I think, 2 years. Jesse Early, aka Matrix Prime, and I, along with Ryan the Uneven Flow. Ryan joins us for the Transformers comics from Energon Universe, but Jesse created his podcast, Another Comic Review, which we've been doing for 2 years. So there's that. Like I already mentioned, my YouTube channel and everything going on with that. There's Chaos and her amazing YouTube channel, ZeChaosQueen. plus she's on Twitch as well, same name. So I've been doing all that kind of stuff, promotions for her and ReagentV and Darkblade and Ooh Ghosty and the Red Knight and everybody else, just all my friends, just doing what I can to help promote them. And I've basically turned into a promotions department, which is fine. I don't mind. Like, look, I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind. I need to, one of these nights, Chaos, we got to go through my promotions paperwork so I can rework it and organize it a little, because it's a little messy. But that's a whole thing. Wait, what did you say? Oh no, you haven't said anything yet. Okay. But you know, in the GeekCast radio network, we've got some awesome stuff we got to do this year. I got to interview Steve Megatron for his book Altered Audio. I almost said something that wasn't that title. I don't know what I was going to say, but I almost said something that was something along the lines of Audible, but that's not what it is. Altered Audio, Demystifying Podcasting, or whatever the subtitle he uses. We got let's go over interviews. What interviews do we get this year for GeekCast Radio Network? Yep, Steve Megatron, Altered Audio, and then I reunited with Tom Zoller for his new the long distance, the Travel Miles Club edition, which is him returning to his long distance series, updating that series. So that happened. But yeah, I mean, overall, I can safely say it. I think what it is, folks, is that regardless of what I've gone through this year, I've looked at more things in the news. I've looked at more things in geek news and media news and real life, real world news. And sometimes especially entertainment news, I just shake my head because entertainment news is crazy. But we were just, this year has just been really, really wild. It really has. And see, look, I'm reaching back here behind my ear, thinking that I'm wearing my headphones. I'm like, wait a minute, why is the wire on my shirt? Okay, that's it. I'm going 90s. I can't stand it. Do something with this hair. I don't even have that much hair on my head right now. I actually got a haircut a couple months ago. As you can see, this isn't the full beard. This isn't the full haircut, even though it... Ugh. I hate this front part. I need some mousse. Time to invest in some hair care products. Oh, boy. But yeah. Reflections of 2025. My ultimate takeaway, folks, is that it wasn't as bad as I remember it being. There were difficult times during the year, but here I am at the end of the year, and I survived it. And my friend group, along with Steve Megatron, myself, ZeChaosQueen, and we're all still here. We've all gone through struggles this year, and all of their struggles are all their own stories to tell if they want to tell them. But I'm so happy that all my friends and family are still here this year. I know we have known people or whatever that have lost people this year, and I'm so sad for that. I think this year for me, I was trying to give back as much as I possibly could in any way I could. So whatever podcasts I got to put out this year, whatever podcasts I was able to work on after my arm surgery. I hope that helped somebody. I hope that, entertained somebody. Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm there for. That's what myself and Steve are there for, is we are there to entertain you. We are there to unleash the geek in you. That's been the premise from day one. Oh, well, my stomach just growled. Did you hear that, Chaos? I don't even think she's watching anymore. If she is, she's not on her. She's just, anyway. Oh boy. Anyway, folks, I'm going to hop off of here. I've got to finish editing this podcast. And I will do. If read the description. I should have said this at the beginning of the video. If you got this far in the live video, folks, if you watch the live video replay, read the description of the video. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to do another live video tomorrow because I want to do a live version of my New Year's notes. I created New Year's notes in 2019 for my blog series, TFG1Mike 365. So, who's that? What's that? What's that? Unboxed with squishies. Oh, hey! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Hope you guys are doing good over there down in Australia. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching. I'm just in the middle of closing down the show. Well, for you guys, it is. We still have 7 hours. No, 6 hours. Almost 6 hours. So what's it like coming back to the past, Mr. or Ms. Future Person? Has the future changed at all? Do we have hoverboards yet? Do we have actual flying hoverboards? That's the other thing. Back to the Future turned 40 this year. Holy crap. Hi, Mama Squishy. Yeah, unfortunately, we're never going to get them. I just want the power laces. I want the Nike power laces. I know they had some, but I still want those. Yeah, no robot maids yet. We got to get Rosie over there. Yeah, I have what do I have? I got the Walmart dock. I don't know if I can reach it from here because my chair only goes so far. What do I have? Oh God, I'm getting too old for this junk. So I have the 2015 dock, which we all know is the one with him with the glasses, but I also have this one. This is the Walmart one with him and is that Copernicus or is that no? It's Einstein. It's Doc and Einstein. Okay, I don't know. So those are the only two Back to the Future ones I have. Hopefully in 2026 I can get more. My main focus has been on other fandoms like Transformers and Batman Beyond and things like that. Actually, I'm about to finish the Batman Beyond collection for what they currently have available, so I'm just waiting for that final pop to come in the mail because I got that for Christmas from somebody. So that's very, very cool. But like I was saying, thank you so much for coming out, Mama Squishy. Thank you for liking the video, and if you're subscribed. Thank you so much. Thank you to Chaos. Thank you to Steve Megatron / Altered Geek on here on YouTube. And folks, like I said, I do plan on doing a second live video sometime tomorrow on New Year's Day, because it's still New Year's Eve here in the United States. Not all of us can speak to the past from the future, unlike the Australians. So yeah, I don't know what time tomorrow I'm doing the live video for New Year's Day for New Year's notes, but it'll be sometime at some point during the day, most likely. Might be 10 a.m., might be 2 p.m. I don't know. What's this to say? Thank you for the subscription. Happy New Year. So yeah, folks, go forth, spread joy, love, peace, love, and happiness, and all that stuff. And remember, folks, Transformers for the most part are just a bunch of repaints. This is TFG1Mike, and I will catch you next time. Thank you to everybody, all the subscribers, the people who watch the videos, people who like the videos. Thank you to everyone who has supported me this year in 2025 in any way that you have. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. Here's to a brand new year in 2026, and here's hoping all of our dreams come true.